that acknowledgement or awareness may not be there. And we could turn that, energy of, feeling like shit into self-destructive energy. Where the latter is, like when we do have the awareness, the acknowledgement, we can turn that energy into what we need. Hey mama, welcome to Naturally Empowered Living, your safe space to guiding you on your unapologetic self-awakening journey to learning your energy of alignment and feeling good again. This is your weekly sanctuary to wake up from autopilot and transform the way you approach motherhood and life through the power of meditation, energetics, and root cause therapy. It's my mission to help you embody the foundations of self-love, trust, and interconnection to be unapologetic in the evolution of who you are. Here, we honor all parts of ourselves, the messy and the magic, the shadows and the light. If you are ready to get to the roots of cultivating real change, warm up that cold coffee, pop in your earbuds, and tighten that top knot, mama. Let's discover our power within together. Hello, beautiful mamas. Welcome to the Naturally Empowered Living podcast, formerly the Balanced Mom Method. I am your host, Jenna Smith, and I am hoping that you are having a wonderful day wherever you are listening, whenever you are listening to today's episode. In post-full moon, happy summer solstice vibes, if you're listening to this real time, today's episode is all about honoring this Cancer season because Cancer season is all about self-care and nourishment. And I honestly, full transparency, I'm just diving into and I'm new to and learning like the in-depths around the phases of the moon and where they align astrologically. And I'm just so fascinated with it. And with this past full moon, I learned that it brings us the opportunity to focus and commit to practices that feed our souls and is an opportunity to reset our energy for the rest of the year. Like, fancy that, because I had this episode already marked down to share about the connection between self-care and feeling good in life. Like, boom. Oh my gosh, talk about just a lovely synchronicity I will gladly take as a sign that this is the exact conversation that we are meant to be having today. So feeling good with yourself, feeling good with your relationships, feeling good in parenting, feeling good in your choices and decisions and actions and reality, feeling good about life, like you feeling good and how that connects with your self-care rituals. And that connection is learning your energy of alignment habits. For this episode's sake, I want to give you this spin of perspective because I feel that we can get so lost in self-care habits and self-care and, I need to be, doing all this high maintenance-y type things. And if that is your thing, if that's what brings you joy, amazing, follow it, do it. But this is that perspective change of learning your energy of alignment habits, learning what refills you, learning what feeds your soul, learning what your energy of alignment habits are that make you feel good. And gosh, I feel like this is going to be the title of my future book that I haven't even thought about writing yet. Because, well, I guess I have thought about it, but like I've thought about, writing a book eventually in my life, but this just isn't the right time type thing. But I have this feeling like the title might be Energy of Alignment Habits. Anyways, your energy of alignment habits, finding them, yours, that work in your life. And I read something the other day. Of course, I didn't save it, but it was along the lines of matching the frequency that is made for you. Oh, that's just like so powerful. And my spin on that is our innate essence. Like we are innately on a frequency of love and peace and calm and balance and clarity, right? And I feel like we sometimes feel that is so far-fetched. Like that can never happen to me. I'll never reach that place of peace or alignment or abundance or like insert your limiting thought that you come up with here, right? So when I read that quote, matching the frequency that is made for you, I was like, yes, oh my gosh, they're talking about your energy of alignment, right? So let's start by defining what your energy of alignment is. If you're new to this space, welcome. But what is your energy of alignment within the space of naturally empowered living? Again, I will say this time and time again, there are so many different ways to package your words. So I hope that this resonates. And if it doesn't, continue learning something or learning and diving into what you feel until you find something that verbally resonates from the inside, resonates on the outside, right? Because that is the ticket, my friends. So your energy of alignment. When you are actively, presently living on your destined path in life. Because of course we get off track time and time again. So when you are presently being within your destined path, when you are on that destined path, living in a state of peace and presence, confidence, clarity, belief, joy, love, balance, gratitude, being connected, listening to, following your inner wisdom, being confident in that discernment from your ego and your intuition, aligning back to your spirit, soul, higher self whenever you stray. And then you can amplify that by connecting with God or source or the universe, energies of the universe, any higher powers that you believe in. You are authentically, unapologetically yourself. You connect with your innate essence, trust that inner guidance and that knowing, and love yourself through it all, the thick, the thin, the hard, the joy. This is your energy of alignment. And when you're in it, you might feel any of those, innate states that I just said, at peace, having clarity, feeling love, gratitude. You're like, yes, your to-do list is still there. The stressors that were once consuming you, they're still there, but you feel good. You know that it's going to, get taken care of. You might feel that sense, that embodiment of presence, being here, connected to the moment now. You might feel a sense of knowing that that was the right decision that you made, or this is the path, like you know that you're on the right path right now. This is the one that you were meant to be on. The confidence, clarity, belief, joy, love, balance, being. You feel good. You might even feel like you're on a high, but you are completely sober. And the hardship here is nothing is black and white, and you are unique. So to find your energy of alignment and to live in that space is different from the majority of other people, because no one is cookie cutter. No one is black and white. So no modality or method or way to get there is cookie cutter or black and white. Like there's no mold to fit. And I'm learning more and more and more. This is my soul's mission. Like this is my work to help unravel this epiphany moment of, oh my gosh, I'm who I'm meant to be, and it's my job to learn who that is, right? So I'm learning more and more and more that we get so consumed in taking that black and white answer, wanting that black and white answer, and if and when it doesn't work for us, we get down on ourselves. We think we failed. The limiting beliefs arise. And it's not about that. It shouldn't be turned into this self-destruction, this lack of self-worth, I did it wrong because it didn't work for me. Yeah, it didn't work for you because it's not meant for you. It's about finding what does work for you. It's about finding your energy of alignment. This is your life work. And sometimes, you might wake up feeling like shit. You might have low energy. You just feel down. It's about welcoming that, honoring that, tuning in, getting to that root of, why do I feel this way? Maybe you're sick. I'm sick right now. Can you hear it in my voice? Maybe your cycle's coming. I also have my cycle. It was a very hard day, getting sick and getting my cycle on the same day. But great, that acknowledgement or awareness may not be there. And we could turn that, energy of, feeling like shit into self-destructive energy, where the latter is when we do have the awareness, the acknowledgement, we can turn that energy into what we need. That's a pretty obvious answer, right? But sometimes it's not that easy getting to the root of why you feel like crap, right? So if we don't tune in and connect to ourselves, that acknowledgement or awareness may not be there. And we could turn that, energy of, feeling like shit into self-destructive energy, where the latter is when we do have the awareness, the acknowledgement, we can turn that energy into what we need, rest, right? So in my case, rest, right? So of course, there's personality tests, Enneagrams, human design. I believe these are all great. They're amazing and they could help us learn more about ourselves. But I truly believe it's within our present connection with ourself, finding what modality works for us. Let it be meditation, prayer, journaling, automatic writing, somatics, embodiment, whatever work that is, getting to know yourself, where you could really tune in to your energy of alignment and truly know everything about yourself. And that's the evolution here, to learn everything about yourself. Do you really think we're going to at one point know everything about ourselves? I have no idea. But I know that there's things I don't know about myself. 34 years in this human experience, life experience. So what are some practical ways to what habits help you live in your energy of alignment? 3 things here. Number 1, connect with yourself. You could probably have guessed that. I kind of, was dancing around with that. So let it be through meditation, prayer, embodiment practices, automatic writing, journaling. This isn't a one and done type thing either. This is a commitment. You are dedicated to connect with yourself time and time again. Let it be it's part of your morning routine. Let it be you take fivers when you need to connect back to you, when you stray, get overstimulated, lose your patience. Or maybe it is that simple, practice, that ritual to start your day that you make a part of your morning ritual every day. Like, we live in such a busy go, go, go world. We often overlook the simplicities of being with ourselves, in our bodies, in our minds, getting to know ourselves and know what we need, connect with ourselves, listen to ourselves. Number 2 is identify your struggle and or joy points. So ask yourself questions, get to know yourself, stay curious. Ask yourself, what makes me feel good? What are my triggers when I lose my patience? Or when I notice, my heart's pulsating and I'm like overstimulated, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a panic attack. Like, insert that here. What are my triggers when blank? Where do I naturally struggle or shut down? What is that cycle? Like, really get into that, right? What brings me joy? And am I currently experiencing this joy or not? You can make a list. What makes me happy? What brings me joy? And just let the words flow. Let the pen flow on paper so you have it written down. And then you could, after you finish that list, go through, am I currently experiencing this joy in my life right now or not? Number 3, you could ask yourself so many questions. These are just examples, right? Number 3 is implement. What you discovered in those above steps, what we just shared, now intentionally implement that within your life. If you found that a 5-minute meditation worked for you today, try it again tomorrow, right? If that connection was there, try it again tomorrow. If you identified that being in nature, no houses or signs of human society around, right? That's what brings you joy. However, gosh, you haven't been on a hike in months. Like, maybe it's time to schedule one. Or if you identified that you're triggered when, your children antagonize one another for your attention, maybe you could try a different approach in how you're responding to it. Or simply start with the awareness of how you are currently responding to that to get to the root of why. These are actually steps 1, 2, and 6 in my 7-step method that I help walk my clients through for various reasons and breakthroughs, because again, like, there's never a one size fits all. And with getting to the root, I kind of, shared that spoiler too. Getting to the root is actual step 3 of this 7-step method. And I shared a struggle point and a joy point example here. So you kind of get a visual of like what I'm painting here. Like, nothing is black and white. Nothing is cookie cutter. That's why you have to do your work for yourself. However, I do believe there are parallels, right? And principles and rituals in how we show up to our lives. And we can learn and live in our own energy of alignment by, figuring out what that is for us. I know it's debilitating. It's overwhelming. It's you have, like, you're living in this mom guilt cycle. You feel overstimulated and you wonder, like, how can I get out of this? Like, I promise you can. In any season of your life, in any area of your life that you feel like you're just surviving, know that you can get through it by yourself, with the help of a loved one, practitioner or therapist or other professional. And I found that this 7-step method, it's worked for years. And it's been a beautiful unfolding, and now getting certified in some of these steps. Like, it's just, again, this beautiful unfolding of, I know that this is my soul's work. And when I once thought, I just created this system for me to get through my hardships, in my own head, right? I'm now seeing this unfold and learning that, holy shit, I resonate with what this therapist does, what their method is, or, oh my gosh, what this professional, well-known method is. That's, step 5 in mine. Without, it's just so, that's the thing, right? I'm losing my words because, I'm getting so passionate right now. That's the thing. It's so fascinating and incredible, the parallels with healing and growth and living this human experience. Yet we all can create our own modality of how we get through, right? Our energy of alignment, because we implement and we see changes in our own ways. We see our own solutions, our own breakthroughs in our own ways. So reeling it back in here, being that there is never a cookie cutter approach between you and other people, that also goes for you, yourself, within different seasons of your life too. And this is, why I feel that my 7-step method, it's so customizable to fit where you are now. However, also in the future or the changing seasons, you could come back to the 7-step method again and again and again and revisit areas that you need again and again and again. Or you found a new trigger, or you've done inner child healing, and like you've come up with this new thing that you have to heal through, right? Like happiness and balance, it's achievable. It just might not always look the same because we're constantly evolving into new seasons and having different priorities, different perspectives, different times of our life. Like we are evolving as humans also, the more that we learn and grow and evolve. So in finding what your energy of alignment habits are, it could help aid in this beautiful evolution of life. So what are some examples of what these habits can look like? Because I know we all like some tangible meat here, right? So it could be finding routines or rituals that help you live in the present moment, or intentional, slow living, habits that you can do throughout the day that help you slow down. You can identify priorities, daily intentions, maybe in a planner, because you know that you have to do three things every day, and that's going to help you feel good throughout the day to write your top 3 intentions. Maybe daily movement or exercise, daily stillness, meditation, prayer, or alone time to do something that brings you joy, special time with your children together or individually that can help fill your cup too and release that mom guilt of not really enjoying the pretend play. Or being intentional in doing your healing work to allow yourself to feel your feelings because you know that you have to feel in order to heal. Maybe getting sunlight first thing in the morning, or making a goal to drink so much water throughout the day because you know that it helps your skin and your energy levels, right? Like there's so many habits that help you feel good. Like just keep it simple. What habits help me feel good? Just write them down, right? Just let the pen flow. These can be pieces of your self-care. These can be habits to help you live in your energy of alignment. Okay, I think that I'm going to wrap this episode because my voice is getting worse and worse as we're going on. And I want to be respectful of your time also and go get something to drink. I did not bring anything in with me right now. So we're going to wrap this now. I want you to take this intentional time for yourself to really just have this reflection. Like maybe you already have things written in your planner like that, these habits for you that help you feel good, or you already do things. Like maybe take this time to be a reflective time. Like, are these habits, are my daily goals or monthly goals, like are they still serving me in the season of my life? Like just kind of have a little check-in time with yourself. So in concluding this episode, I would love for you to share this show with a friend. If it resonates with you, a specific episode or the show in general, I would love for you to share it with a friend just to be able to get this message out that we have everything inside of us to be unapologetically ourselves, to love ourselves. And maybe sharing an episode or this show can help be that gentle reminder for someone. And if you feel right in doing this, if it feels good to you, I would be so appreciative if you left Naturally Empowered Living, this show, a written review. That is the number one way to say thank you to me. And it means so much to me. I am so appreciative for every single one of you that listen to the show and that leave a written review, just to show how it helps, how it impacts you. And it's the hugest help, again, to help get this show in front of more moms who need it. Because again, I don't know how these algorithms work, if it even is an algorithm in the podcasting world. But I know that the more reach a show gets is also based on the demographics, right, of the current listeners too. So let's make this ripple together. And one last reminder is to fill out that form in the description of this show. I know last week I said it was just like to fill out your struggles, like what are you struggling with right now? But I updated that because I don't even like really speaking on pain points, right? Because we want to overcome that. We want to live in the joy and focus on the desires, right? So I added this form. It's the same concept, but you could fill out what you're struggling with, what your desires or joys are, or any topic that you want me to talk about on the show. So I will share it in the show notes, but also it will always be in the description of the show, a quick Google form for you to fill out for what you want to hear on this show. Head to the link in the show notes or the description, and it will be waiting for you there. Until next week, my mamas, as always, simply be you. You have everything inside of you to learn your energy of alignment and be unapologetic in who you are. I'm sending my love and light.
Did you find this episode relatable or empowering? Peace, we mama of a VL. Yeah.
Thank you for spending this sacred time with me on Naturally Empowered Living. I pray this episode has brought you a step closer to tuning into your energy of alignment. And if it has, please consider leaving a written review sharing how this show has impacted you. Your feedback truly lights me up and helps other moms find their way to this community. And if it feels right, please share this episode with another mom who might be struggling to remind her that she's never alone. Be sure to check the show notes for more ways to connect and explore how we could work together to reclaim your power and deepen your relationship within. Thank you. I appreciate all you are and all you do.